Jai Hind, welcome to the course Network Analysis and Synthesis, and today I am going to discuss the terminated two-port networks. In the previous lecture we discussed terminated two-port networks using the Z parameters, and today I am going to discuss the another parameters, say H parameters and ABCD parameters when two-port networks are terminated by some load. So, in the last, if you remember, in the last video lecture we just consider using the Z parameters. So, what we did, we just draw the equivalent circuit of Z parameters and carry out the analysis to find the input impedance, output impedance, voltage gain and current gain. We'll adopt the same approach to find the input impedance, voltage gain and current gain using the H parameters. So, when the two-port network is terminated by H parameters, so this is your two-port network. This is your two-port network. Having the 4 variables, this is your I1, this is your V1, this is your V2 and I2. And first consider H parameters. So, when we get the H parameters, when the V1 and I2, when V1 and I2 is the function of I1 and V2. When V1 and V2, these are the dependent and I1 and I2 are the independent, we get the H parameters. So, we can write the equation. So, V1 is H11 I1 plus H12 V2 and I2 is H21 I1 plus H22 V2. Now we can draw the equivalent circuit of using the H parameters. So, how will be this? So it will be like this. It will be like this. So, this is your then then it will be like this on another dependent source. So, this is your V2, this is your I2, S22, this is your S21 I1, this is your H12 V2 and this is H11. This is H11. This is I1. And this network is terminated by some load. This is the load ZL. Terminated by this load ZL. So here we can write ZL. Now this circuit is called terminated two-port network. Terminated two-port network. Using using H parameters. So this is the equivalent circuit of H parameters, and this is the load. The output terminal is terminated by load ZL. So we can write the equations. So we can use this one, we can use this one, and we also use V2 is equal to, this voltage is nothing but minus I2 ZL. So this is your equation first, you can say, this is second, and this is your third. Three equations. So with the help of these three equations, we have to find, what do we have to find? We have to find input impedance, which is Zi given by V1 by I1. So this is your Zi. This Zi is V1 upon I1. When the output port is terminated by ZL and you are looking from the input port, and you have to find the equivalent input impedance, which is the ratio of voltage to current V1 to I1. Then we have to find voltage gain, which is V2 by V1, and third, current gain, which is I2 upon I. So using H parameters, when the two-port network is terminated by impedance ZL, we have to find these three parameters: input impedance, voltage gain, and current gain. So start with equations. So V1 is H11 I1 plus H12 V2, and I2 is H21 I1 plus H22 V2. So if you are going for the V1 upon I1, so V1 is here. If you are using these equations, and V2 is minus I2 ZL. These three equations we have written earlier. So using these three equations, we can find all these three variables. Suppose look at equations for this here. V1 is H11 I1 plus H12 V2. If we replace V1, V2 in terms of I1, then we can get this. Okay. So here V2 is minus I2 is your H21 I1 plus H22 V2 into ZL. So just expand this, so we can write minus H21 I1 ZL minus H22 V2 ZL. So we just take this side. So if we take this side, so we'll get V2 1 plus H22 ZL equal to minus S21 I1 ZL. Okay, so this much we get now. So V2 is minus S21 ZL upon 1 plus H22 ZL into I1. So put this equation, this here, in place of V2 we write. So put V2, put, or you can say this is equation your fourth. So from equation first and fourth, equations fourth. So this is your first, this is your second, and this is your third. So V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12. So in place of V2 write this one, minus H21 ZL upon 1 plus H22 ZL into I1. So here is I1, this is I1. So we can get V1 upon I1 equal to H11 plus H12 minus H21 ZL upon 1 plus H22 ZL. So this V1 upon I1 is nothing but this is your input impedance. So on simplification we can write. So we can write on the next slides we can write. So I'm just recalling. You can check. Just we write here H11 minus H12 H21 ZL upon 1 plus H22 ZL. So further we can write V1 upon I1. So this is H11 plus H11 H22 minus H12 H. So we can write S2 1 ZL divided by 1 plus H22 ZL. So we know that determinant of H parameters, we know that delta H is equal to H11 H22 minus H12 H21. So in place we can write delta 1. So V1 upon I1 is H11 plus delta H, you can write in the bracket delta H ZL upon 1 plus H22 ZL. So this is your ZI, which is input impedance. This one. So this is the expression for input impedance, H11 plus delta H ZL 1 plus H22 upon ZL. So basically So this is your input impedance. Now come to the voltage gain. Second is your voltage gain. So voltage gain is equal to V2 upon V1. So we have expression for V2. So V2 we have just derived. V2 is equal to, in terms of minus ZL your H21 I1 upon 1 plus ZL H22, and V1 was, if you remember, V1 was H11 minus H12 H21 ZL upon 1 plus H22 ZL I1. So V2 upon V1. So V2 upon V1. So take V2 this one, this is V1. So it is coming. So V1 is V2 upon V1 is, so I am writing directly, it is coming minus ZL H21 I1 plus 1 plus ZL H22 into 1 plus H22 ZL upon H11 plus delta H ZL into I1. So this cancel out, and this is also coming 1 plus Z, this is also cancel out. So V2 upon V1 is equal to, it is coming, V2 upon V1 is coming, it is coming your minus ZL H21 upon delta H, or you can say H11 plus delta H ZL. So this is the voltage gain using the H parameters. Now similarly we can get the current gain. So current gain is, so third is current gain. So current gain is ratio of, current gain is equal to I2 upon I1. So you have the I2. So I2 is your S21 I1 plus S22 V2, and V2 is, and we have also get V2. So from the previous relations we can write the V2 in terms of ZL, which is coming, it is coming minus ZL S21 I1 upon 1 plus ZL S22. So then, so put this this V2 here and simplify for I2 upon I1. So this is your V2. This is your V2. You have taken, we have taken this V2 there. Okay. Here this is V2. Put there V2 and simplify for I2 upon I1. So we can write I2 here. I2 is equal to H21 I1 plus H22. V2 is minus ZL H21 I1 upon 1 plus ZL H22. So or I2 is coming H21 H21. You can take the I2 outside. So H21 plus H11 this is H2122 H21 H2122 H21 this is H1. Okay, then H21 H22 ZL this one minus H22 H21 ZL, okay, divided by 1 plus ZL H22, and this is your I1 is outside. This I1 and this I1 this taken here, so this is cancelled out. So I2 upon I1, so I2 upon I1 is S21 upon 1 plus S22 ZL. So this is the current gain. This is the current gain. So you can find these parameters in terms of any two-port network parameters. So this is the in terms of H parameters. We can also go for the ABCD parameters. So what you have to do for in terms of now in terms of A, B, C, D parameters. Again draw this two-port network. This is your input port I1, V1. This is your ABCD parameters. V2. This is your I2. And this load is terminated. This is ZL. This is two-port network. Two-port network using ABCD parameters. Using ABCD parameters. When we get ABCD parameters, when the V1 and I1 is the function of V2 minus I2. So we can write V1 is A V2 minus B I2 and I1 is C V2 minus D I2 and V2 is minus I2 ZL. So using these three equations, first, second and third, we can get ZI V1 upon I1, voltage gain equal to V2 upon V1 and current gain I2 upon I1. So what you have to do, you have to use these three equations to get input impedance, voltage gain, current gain in terms of ABCD parameters. So we can do it here. So recalling, so I2 is B1, I1 is B1 upon, again we can write B1 is A V2 minus B I2, and I1 is C V2 minus D I2. So D I2 is D I2 इधर ले लिया हमने, तो it is CV2 minus I1, so I2 is CV2 minus I1 upon D. This way you can write. So I2 is, so you are trying to find I2 V2 upon V1. So V2 upon V1. So here is V2, here is V1. So this put here. Put this I2 here. So V1 is A V2 minus B C V2 minus I1 upon D. Okay. So we are going for, this is your I1. And we are going for the V2 upon V1. V2 upon V1. So V2, I1 is not here, so you have to replace I1 also. You have to replace I1 also. So from here we will get this. This is B1 is V2. And V2 is minus I2 ZL. Okay, so V2 is A V2 minus yeah, we can write I2 is, or from first, or we can get from here this I2. And from here we get this I2 is A V2 minus B1 upon B. So V2 plus A by B by ZL equal to V1 ZL upon B. So on simplification, V2 upon V1 is coming, it is coming ZL upon A ZL plus B. Similarly, we can get V1 upon I1. So V1 upon I1 is coming, it is coming A ZL plus B upon C ZL plus D. This is your input impedance. And current gain I2 upon I1 is, and current gain I2 upon I1 is minus 1 upon C ZL upon D. So these are the three parameters we can get using the ABCD parameters. So we can use either Z, Y, A, B, C, D, H G or inverse ABCD. Approach is same. You have to write the equations for the concerned parameters or parameters in question, and you have to simplify for V1 upon I1 for input impedance, V2 upon V1 for voltage gain, and I2 upon I1 for current gain, using 3 equations. Only 3 equations we can get these 3 variables. So this is all about your terminated two-port networks, whether the load is terminated or source is terminated. When the source is terminated by the voltage source with some series impedance, or load is terminated by some load impedance. So this is the way to get these variables: input impedance, voltage gain, and current gain, when the two-port networks are terminated. So we stop here. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.